Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Halloween. Here we go. End of October. Mortgage News Daily 30-year fixed average. Sorry, I did not start the proper way. Here is your weekly mortgage rate update. Mortgage News Daily 30-year fixed average today is at 6.28% APR. That is up from last Friday, which is at 6.19% APR. And here we are again. What happened? The Fed decreases rates, the Fed funds rate, and mortgage rates go up. That's been the name of the game the last few cuts. So what happened? We were trending pretty well before the meeting. I think the Mortgage News Daily 30-year fixed average on Tuesday got down to 6.13% APR. In anticipation that the verbiage of what the Fed Chair Jerome Powell is going to say was going to be positive for a cut in December. And lo and behold, he came out with, after the meeting, after they announced the quarter of a rate cut in the Fed funds rate, and said, hold on, don't get too excited. There is a strong possibility that there will be no cut in December. And it was pretty strong language. Usually they kind of dance around and say, well, possibly, maybe, yeah, maybe not. But he came out with some pretty strong language and saying that there is a possibility that there's no cut in December. However, with that information, so that's why mortgage rates went up, right? They were trading off that information because there is no other information, at least government information, to trade off of. So they hung their hat on that. If you look at the prediction markets, however, there's still a 67% chance that there is a cut of a quarter of a point in December. So not all is lost. It's just the typical knee-jerk reaction, especially when there is absolutely no information out there to cut because the government is still shut down. So there is the quick and dirty of what happened this week. Like I said, I wish I could give you some more numbers, but there is nothing else out there. And so it's pretty slim pickings for the market to do anything other than trade on geopolitical information. There is one other thing we can talk about real quick is that on Wednesday or Thursday, Mortgage News Daily 30-year fixed average went up to 6.33% APR. All right, and the reason that we have the decrease today is because of the positive comments that came out of the meeting with China that Trump was in. So he said they're cutting back on some tariffs, the whole rare earth metals situation. Said they would allow us to have the metals we need for our military and stuff like that. So that is more than likely one reason why rates have gone down from yesterday, just because, again, it's all geopolitical. That's all they have to trade on. So have a great weekend. Enjoy Halloween. Be safe. Make sure any kids out there are well lit at night so they can be seen. I know it's a Friday night and it's going to go late, so have fun. And talk to you next week. Thanks.